Welcome to Pirate News. I'm Dana Bell. Today I will be bringing you news from campus, the New Jersey and New York area, and news from around the country. Seton Hall's Health Intervention and Communications team has so far confirmed 38 cases of coronavirus at Seton Hall since the fall semester began, and explained in an email this past Sunday that clusters have been observed occurring in sports teams and an unnamed Greek organization. The news is a stark reminder that social distancing guidelines and health protocol are still just as important as when the pandemic first began. Students are urged to continue wearing a mask and avoid large gatherings and non-essential travel. More information can be found on the Health Intervention and Communications team website. In other news, Seton Hall's Market Research Center, which offers students hands-on business partnerships and skill-based experience opportunities, was recently awarded the 2020 Judges Award of Excellence from the University Economic Development Association. The award is considered the highest distinction of the association, and one which makes Seton Hall the only university in New Jersey to have the honor of earning. Students can apply to be a part of the esteemed Market Research Center by applying on their website by November 23rd. Now we will head over to Wilnir Louis with your sports update. Wilnir?
Thank you, Dana. What's going on, sports fans? I'm Wilnir Louis, giving you major headlines from the sports world. In the NFL, 3 teams came into Week 7 without a blemish on the record, but only one team now remains undefeated. The Titans, Steelers, and Seahawks were the 3 teams without a loss. In a matchup between 2 undefeated teams, the Steelers defeated the Titans 27-24 after Stephen Gostkowski missed a 45-yard field goal that would have sent the game into overtime. On the topic of overtimes, the Seahawks suffered their first loss of the season, falling to the Arizona Cardinals 37-34 in the extra period. Locally, unfortunately, we have to talk about them, but the New York Jets fell to the Buffalo Bills 18-10 to remain winless on the season. In other NFL news, the Ravens have officially signed former All-Pro receiver Dez Bryant to their practice squad. Bryant hasn't played in the NFL since November of 2018 after he suffered an Achilles tear at practice with the New Orleans Saints. The Ravens hope to get the same production from Bryant that he was able to give in his 7 years with the Cowboys. Moving over to the MLB, Game 6 of the World Series took place yesterday as the Los Angeles Dodgers looked to close off the series and be named champions. In improbable fashion, the Rays tied the series 2-2 on Saturday, but LA took the 3-2 series lead on Sunday after a 4-2 victory. Lastly, in collegiate basketball, ESPN has decided to scrap their plans to host 8 men's basketball events at the ESPN Worldwide of Sports, which was the site of the NBA bubble. This affects our lovely Seton Hall Pirates because they were planning on playing in the Wooden Legacy Tournament with UCLA, Boise State, and Kansas prior to the cancellation. That is all for your sports update. Once again, I'm Wilnir Louis, now swinging it back to Dana at the desk.
Thanks, Wilnir. David Burke at Orange Lawn, a restaurant part of the Orange Lawn Tennis Club located in South Orange, officially closed its doors on October 26th due to the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. David Burke, the head chef of the restaurant that employed a number of Seton Hall students since its opening in 2019, explained that the restaurant would be closing due to the economic concerns of the COVID-19 pandemic, stating, "In some ways, we're a casualty of this pandemic." David Burke joins the over 100,000 restaurants that have closed across the country in the last 6 months. In more coronavirus news, Newark has imposed a number of restrictions related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the last 24 hours as part of fighting further spread of the disease. Restrictions stipulate that every non-essential business, including restaurants, must close by 8 p.m., while outdoor dining may continue until 11 p.m., salons and barber shops may only accept clients by appointment, and all gyms must clean their equipment every 30 minutes. The new restrictions follow the revelation that Newark has secured an infection rate of 11.2%, more than double the 5.3% average statewide. Now we'll take it over to Molly Stoe with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Molly?
Thanks, Dana, and hello, Pirates. I'm Molly Stoe here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. We have some rainy and chilly days ahead of us. Today, we have a high of 63 and a low of 50. Tomorrow, the temperature drops for a high of 51 and a low of 41. Then on Friday, we can expect a high of 42 with a low of 29. On Saturday, we finally see the sun again with a high of 48 and a low of 36. Sunday brings some warmer temperatures again with a high of 58 and a low of 36. That's all for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Molly Stowe. Now back to Dana with the latest news from around the country.
Thanks, Molly. The U.S. has reached a record voter turnout, hitting 48% of the total number of votes in 2016. More than 51 million people have voted early, according to the U.S. Elections Project, and more are likely to follow suit. The Supreme Court, however, has recently ruled that no mail-in ballots postmarked after Election Day on November 3rd will be eligible for counting. And New Jersey additionally requires that mail-in ballots be received by November 10th. If you are a mail-in voter, the United States Postal Service urges everyone to deliver their ballot as soon as possible to ensure that their vote counts. There is a USPS located on 31 Vaz Avenue in South Orange, down the street from the Village Trattoria. That's all for today's episode of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Dana Bell. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, wear a mask, and have a great day.